everyone, thank you for joining me for today's plan with me. This week I'm using a kit from Nikki +3. It is called Winter Garden. Sorry, I just realised the microphone feels really far away from my face. And it's this really, really pretty wintry pastel pink and green and blue kit. I cannot remember a time where I used a Nikki +3 kit before. It is certainly within the realms of possibility that I have used one years ago, but I don't recall using one of her kits, and the format certainly wasn't familiar to me. So it was kind of fun, but also slightly outside of my comfort zone to play around with this format, because there weren't necessarily the layering pieces and the shapes that I would reach for in, say, a Sadies stickers kit or a Miss and Meow kit. But I did really love some of the layering bits and pieces in the add-ons. I thought they were really cool shapes to play around with. I went super basic for the date cover section. There weren't a ton of florals that came with this kit, so I didn't want to kind of use all of my florals in the date cover section and then run out in the spread itself. Hilariously, I probably could have ended up using some florals, but you don't know until you get to the end of a spread. So I did just go super simple for the date covers. And I also thought if the main spread ends up looking really busy, it's sort of balanced out a bit, having that little bit of white space in the date cover section. So this week is actually the week of my birthday. It was my birthday on the Thursday, and I had really wanted to use, it was either the Hello Petite paper kit, I can't remember what it's called, it's something like Soiree, or the My Newest Addiction Fleur d'Automne kit. Either of those I'd really wanted to use for this week. The Hello Petite paper one in particular I was super keen to use for this week because I really liked the colour palette of the kit, but those she's had paper delivery issues. So yeah, there's been mad delays with her getting her orders out, and it was a really big order. I did place a really big order of lots of kits, so it's not all that surprising that it wasn't just kind of a one kit order that you would hope would kind of be able to be cobbled together. It was a really big order, so I completely understand that mine wouldn't have made the cut for any kind of quick turnarounds. But anyway, because this kit felt very wintry in colour and in theme, but it also had a cake in one of the full boxes, I thought I would just go for it, because I do like to use winter kits all through February. I do tend to lean towards using pink kits, because I guess February is associated with the month of love. So February in my brain is very, very pink, and the sort of warmer pinks, hot pinks, and not quite reds, because I don't tend to use reds. But if you were to look back at my last few planners, February is a very pink month. So there had to be pink in the kit. But of course, because we were away the week before this, I ended up using a holiday kit for that spread, so that wasn't wintry. Sorry, Wendy's having a shake meltdown somewhere behind me. So that was the reason I chose this kit. It kind of combines the winter time of year with the birthday. I was 32 on the Thursday of this week, so I also took advantage in the sidebar of the Miss and Meow balloon numbers. Here she comes, absolutely thundering upstairs. Hello. I took advantage of the Miss and Meow balloon numbers in the sidebar just to mark that I turned 32 this week, because I didn't end up writing it on the Thursday, the bit where I actually used on my birthday script. I didn't end up writing how old I was, so I'm glad I put that in the sidebar just with some streamers from Sadies stickers. This spread in my books at the moment was quite basic, I think, because I very much stuck to a pattern. So I pulled in Panda Designs, gathered layers, squares and rectangles and circles. So I think it probably looks quite simple to me because it feels like there's a lot of white space on the page, and it feels like I've used I say it feels like I've used the same stickers. I have used the same stickers to make sure everything is kind of neat and all as one cohesive spread. Yeah, it's not my favourite, but you know, I was able to use a lot of my blue white day stationery stickers, which I never get to use because obviously I fly through the pink ones and the cream ones like there's no tomorrow. So I end up with a ton of blues and greens in my reusable sticker book. Right, sorry, I will get into the actual plans. I got carried away on the overall look of the spread, which you will see at the end of the video anyway. So Monday was my non-working day anyway, but I did specifically book Monday and Tuesday off just to recover from travelling. It was exhausting, but I have to say, for those of you who've been watching for a while, you'll have known all of the long COVID symptoms that I've been going through for the last few years, and travel absolutely wipes me out. And this has, I mean, I've really noticed improvements over the last, I want to say 6 months since I did the very, very strict diet with the biochemist guy that I mentioned. This would be way back in like July. Not even July, it'd be earlier than that. It'd be something like April last year. It was a while ago now. But anyway, that honestly changed everything. And it's been a really slow and steady improvement from the kind of resetting of my gut, I suppose, onwards. And I'm now in a place where travel didn't exhaust me as much as it has previously, and I'd also been on my fear of flying course back in November. I know that will have massively helped because I won't have had all the exhaustion and fatigue from the anxiety as well. But this was a roaring success. I was able to swim on that holiday like crazy. I was in and out of that water all the time. I was doing kind of diving, holding my breath and diving down to see the fish. I wouldn't have been able to do that 2 years ago. I physically wouldn't have been able to do it, let alone not having to recover afterwards. So I wouldn't have actually been able to do it in the moment. But even if I had pushed myself, that would have completely wiped me out. I would have been asleep all afternoon. You know, that would have been a day gone. I was able to do so much in comparison to previous years. So the activities on the holiday itself didn't exhaust me as much. I noticed that, you know, I was going to bed early, but I wasn't having to nap every afternoon, and I was able to kind of keep up with the pace of everyone else. And it was just fantastic. It really was fantastic. But I booked the extra day off on Tuesday just to really make sure I had that buffer period, because I knew there was going to be a high chance that I was going to need a lot of sleep. And I did rest a lot. I was in bed for a lot of those days, but I wasn't in that heavy, exhausted, physically fatigued place, and that is honestly a miracle. So yeah, those are the 2 days off, and those scripts, I don't recall where they're from, but they are miles old now anyway. I used a little Fox and Pip sticker of a doll in her dressing gown with a cup of coffee, just to mark that I had a long line and I had a catch up with my mum on the phone. We actually booked not our next holiday, our next holiday on that Monday. We had seen a deal that was too good to be true for the Maldives, and we booked it lightning fast. So we've booked that for much later in the year, just so that we've got something in the diary. We're in a position at the moment where our priority is travelling and kind of exploring these places together. I did mention it in one of my recent sticker hauls, but that is where most of our excess income goes, which is one of the reasons my sticker spend had to come down. So we just went for it and we booked it. So it's yeah, looking like it's going to be a really fun year. We've got Italy at the end of April. It's non-stop actually. We've just had a wedding. Then I had a hen do the next day. I've got another hen do for my sister-in-law in March, and then it's her wedding in April. Then we go off to Italy at the end of April, and then we have a little bit of a calm period, and then we've got the next thing booked, kind of, I think it's September, October time we've booked that for. Anyway, sorry, I got really distracted with the plans, but that was a really exciting thing that happened that day, that we actually pressed go on. That was crazy. Yeah, so again, Long Lion. These are all White Deer stationery icons, apart from the camera at the end of Tuesday is from Hello Petite Paper. Everything else, I'm just looking across the spread now, absolutely every other icon is White Deer stationery. So this whole spread, apart from that Fox and Pip sticker on Monday and that camera sticker on the Tuesday, everything else is White Deer stationery. So then I was back to work on Wednesday. It was wild. Work is just manic at the moment in a really good way. I love my job now. I really, really do. But it was quite a lot to come back to, and it's only snowballed into more and more busyness. I watched some Miss Marple, had an early night. Then on my actual birthday, I used a rose-coloured day sticker to mark my birthday with some streamers from Sadies stickers. Sorry, I had a really weird hiccup in my throat then. My parents surprised me with, basically we've got this private number plate that my grandparents had, and I was planning on buying it off of them to keep it in the family because they're planning to sell that car, and my mum surprised me with it for my birthday, which is just so exciting. So I'm thrilled to be able to keep that number plate going in our family. I'm very kind of I don't know if nostalgic is the right word. That's my brain fog has been pretty bad recently, and I keep using the wrong words for things, or I'm really struggling to find words. Maybe it's swapped over with my physical fatigue. The brain fog is taking over. But yeah, I'm really, really happy to kind of keep that going while I can. Again, took Wendy out in the afternoon. We went to Bento Boss for dinner that evening. It was a really random, we weren't planning on doing anything that day for my birthday because London is what we had planned for Saturday, but we just kind of thought, should we go out for dinner? And Bento Boss is one of my favourite places, and we haven't been in ages. If you ever happen to go, absolutely get the duck bao buns. They are sensational, absolutely sensational. Best thing, hands down. We always have them as starters, and every single time we say we wish we'd just got 5 between us because they are incredible. So if you happen to ever be in Bristol and find yourself at Bento Boss, you have to get the duck bao buns. Then Friday, just another I say boring day, just work, painted my nails, ready for the Saturday, took Wendy out. Then Saturday we dropped Wendy off and we actually went to London. I needed to go bridesmaid dress shopping. I'm a bridesmaid for my sister-in-law in April, and I hadn't really spent any time looking at dresses prior to that point. So the main goal was we wanted to go to a store called House of CB. It was the most intense thing ever, and I hated every second of being in that shop. It was so hot, it was so busy, and the queue for the changing room was insane. And I was expecting to put the dress on that I'd found online and just be absolutely floored by it and be like, this is it, this is my bridesmaid's dress. That didn't happen. Definitely for the best. I'm really happy with what I found now. I found a really beautiful dress on Vinted that fits wonderfully, and I'm really happy with how it looks, and it fits the colour scheme and all of that jazz. But yeah, so we had to go to London anyway to go bridesmaids dress shopping. But then as part of my birthday, I wanted to go and have the Peter Pan afternoon tea at the Shard. Amazing, definitely exceeded my expectations. I was sort of expecting the quality of food to be lower because it was themed, but that wasn't the case, and it was the best cup of Earl Grey tea I've ever had in my life. And then after shopping, we then went to Fallow for dinner. That was absolutely delicious, and we got a couple of scoops of gelato from Snowflake Gelato. And then weirdly, again, we just happened to have some wait time for our train, and we went to the Hilton just next door, and it's just kind of a generic chain hotel. One of the best cocktails I've ever had. I had I think it's called a Passion Star Martini was the the PG name for it, and it was absolutely delicious. So I was thrilled with that. And then on Sunday, we just had a really laid back day and ended up going suit shopping in the afternoon because Lewis doesn't have a suit, or didn't have a suit yet for his sister's wedding. So he had in mind exactly what he wanted, and we got all of that ordered very efficiently from a really lovely shop. It was a really lovely experience in the end. And then I had a catch up with my sister in the evening. So sorry, I think that was probably a really rambly all over the shop plan with me, but hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.